with Juliet Dragons.
Tonight, your voice, your vote, and the race for the White House. A new poll shows Michigan remains a battleground state, won by Donald Trump in 2016 and Joe Biden in 2020. This year, it's a toss-up. The Epic MRA poll released today shows in a head-to-head match, Donald Trump is leading President Biden 45 to 41%. But when you factor in the 4% margin of error, it's a dead heat. And it is important to note the number of people who describe themselves as undecided is significant, 14%. The new poll focuses on Biden and Trump in November, but former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is still in the Republican race right now. She is refusing to give up despite several losses. Haley will be in Grand Rapids on Monday, a day before our state's primary. 13 on Your Side political reporter Josh Albertus leads us off tonight with a look at her campaign and reaction from Donald Trump.
I'm not going anywhere.
Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley digging in ahead of primaries in Michigan and her home state of South Carolina, despite a lack of victories in early primary states and the Virgin Islands.
And they know when the country's future is on the line, you don't drop out. You keep fighting. In fact, you fight harder than ever.
Now she's bringing that message to Michigan.
We need term limits, mental competency tests, and a real plan to defeat China and restore our economy.
Haley now expected to rally supporters at the Amway Grand Plaza in downtown Grand Rapids Monday, just one day before Michigan's primaries. That on top of over $500,000 in new TV ad buys in the state.
I'm Nikki Haley, and I approve this message.
Once serving as a communications leader for former Michigan Republican Governor John Engler, John Truscott reacted to Haley's decision to stay in the race.
Nikki Haley's an attractive alternative for a lot of people in the Republican Party, and as long as she's got the funding and can go, with the volatility of the Trump campaign, you just never know what's going to happen. So if I were advising her, I'd say you stay until the money runs out, because you never know what opportunities may come up.
In South Carolina on Tuesday, where polls show her trailing Trump by double digits, Haley telling supporters she would campaign until the last person votes, refusing to leave the race to her competitor.
Feel no need to kiss the ring. I have no fear of Trump's retribution. He's gotten more unstable and unhinged. He spends more time in courtrooms than he does on the campaign trail.
In a statement out Tuesday morning, the Trump campaign saying, quote, "Of course, like any wailing loser, hell-bent on an alternative reality and refusing to come to grips with her imminent political mortality, we should expect more references to kings and coronations, even though the results of 5 elections overwhelmingly sent an unmistaken message. Nikki Haley doesn't represent Republicans any more than Joe Biden does."
And Josh joins us live outside the Amway Grand Plaza now. And Josh, how much of a chance does Haley really have as voters in our state go to the polls?
Well, Haley has yet to win a single state or territory in the Republican primary, so she's also been spending time targeting President Biden in a hypothetical head-to-head matchup, as some polls in some states suggest she is ahead of the current president. Juliet?
Thank you, Josh, for that. Grand Rapids